So, hello dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about Archimedes principle. Now, Archimedes principle, it is also known as law of flotation. Okay, law of flotation. Now, see, whenever an object, suppose this is an object and it is immersed in a fluid. So, the fluid also exert an upward force. Okay, so that principle, that phenomena is defined with the help of Archimedes principle. So the statement is whenever a body is completely or partially is immersed in a fluid. So object may be immersed completely or partially. The fluid exerts an upward force. So suppose in this case this is a vessel containing the fluid. Now fluid is marked as blue color fluid and this is the red color object and it is partially immersed. So this Vi represents the immersed volume. So for this object, Vi volume is immersed inside the fluid. Okay. Now the fluid exerts an upward force on the body. When the body is immersed in the fluid, partially or completely, the fluid is going to exert an upward force. The fluid exerts an upward force on the body, and this force is equal to weight of fluid displaced by the body. Weight of fluid displaced by the body. Okay. So, suppose in this case, for this solid body, solid object, volume is V. Okay, total volume is V. And density, suppose it is rho s. Okay. Now see, in this case, the object is floating on the surface with Vi volume inside the liquid. So for this object, what are the various forces? See, this is the object. So weight will act in the downward direction and the upward force, that is due to the fluid, it will act in the upward direction. Now this upward force, it is called buoyant force. Buoyant force. So I can write Fu is equal to Fb. Means upward force is the buoyant force. Okay. Now, what is the weight? See, this object is floating on the surface. So that means obviously its upward force, it is equal to the weight of the object. And weight of the object, it is equal to mass of the object times acceleration due to gravity. Mass is volume into density. So this is W is equal to V times rho s density of the solid into G. So this is expression for weight. Okay. Now what about the upthrust? Now it is given that the upward force of the body is equal to weight of the fluid displaced by the body. So how much fluid is displaced by the body? The fluid which is displaced by the body is due to this volume. This is Vi. Vi is the immersed volume. And suppose rho L is the density of the liquid. Density of liquid. So weight of displaced volume of liquid. Weight of displaced volume of liquid. It will be, see, Vi is the immersed volume. So this solid object is going to displace the volume of liquid equivalent to the immersed volume. So this is equal to Vi rho L volume into density into G. Okay. So this is the weight of the displaced volume of the liquid. And this is equal to the upthrust or the buoyant force. Upthrust or the buoyant force. Now Archimedes principle says that these two quantities are equal. So I have to equate these two quantities. Correct? So equating these two, what do we get? V rho s G is equal to Vi rho L G. Okay, so this is the weight and this is the upthrust. So this G cancels out. So we have Vi by V it is equal to rho S by rho L. Now, what is VI? VI is the volume which is immersed inside the liquid. And what is V? This is the total volume. So that means this quantity represents the fraction of the immersed volume. Fraction of immersed volume. Fraction of immersed volume of the solid object. And it is equal to density of the solid object divided by density of the liquid. So this is the expression for the fraction of the immersed volume. Okay. Now from this we can also deduce the expression for apparent weight. Apparent weight of this solid object. See, when the object is immersed in liquid, it is experiencing an upthrust. So because of this, the object is going to feel a bit lighter because of the upward force. So apparent weight will be equal to actual weight minus upthrust. Actual weight minus upthrust. Okay. Now what is the actual weight? Actual weight is V rho S G. V rho S G. And upthrust is Vi immersed volume. Upthrust is this quantity. Upthrust is equal to weight of displaced volume of liquid Vi rho L G. Okay. If we consider a case like suppose this entire object is immersed in the liquid. Okay, entire object is immersed in the liquid. So in that case, this Vi can be replaced by V, that is the total volume is immersed. So now if I take Vg common, so this is rho S minus rho L. Okay, now if I take this rho S also outside, so V rho S G 1 minus rho L by rho S, density of liquid, density of solid. Now this V rho S, this is the mass of the solid object, volume times density. So this is mg 1 minus rho L by rho S. What is mg? It is the actual weight. So that means apparent weight is equal to actual weight 1 minus rho L by rho S. So from this expression you can calculate the apparent weight. That means if density is known, density of liquid and density of solid is known, you can calculate the apparent weight. So we have a question like a piece of ice is floating on glass vessel filled with water. So this is a glass vessel, okay, containing water, completely filled with water, and a piece of ice is floating on water. Okay, so a piece of ice is floating in glass vessel filled with water. How will the level of water change in the vessel when the ice melts? So this vessel, glass vessel, is completely filled with water, and here a piece of ice is floating. Okay, now since it is floating, so obviously the weight, it should be equal to weight of ice should be equal to the upthrust. Weight of ice should be equal to the upthrust. Okay. Now this upthrust will be due to the weight of water displaced by immersed portion of ice. Because only suppose this part is immersed, so this is the immersed volume Vi. Okay, total volume is V. Total volume is V. V is the total volume. So if Vi is the immersed portion, immersed volume of ice, so that means Vi volume of water is displaced. Correct? So weight of ice, this is m into G. Okay, m into G. M can be replaced by like V volume of total volume, density of ice into G, density of ice into G, ice IC. Okay, Otherwise we'll get confused with respect to I, immersed volume. So this is V, density of ice, G, this is weight, is equal to upthrust. So Vi is the immersed volume, density of water to G. Okay, so from this Gg gets cancelled. So we have Vi is equal to V, density of ice divided by density of water. Okay, now actually this term volume into density of ice, this can be replaced by mass of ice divided by density of water. So this is the immersed volume. Okay, this is the immersed volume. So now if suppose when the ice melts, V volume of water is formed. Okay, V is the volume of water formed when ice melts, means when the complete ice melts. So this V, it is equal to mass of ice, total mass of ice divided by density of water, because it is getting converted into water. So obviously this quantity Vi, it is equal to V, because Vi is equal to mass of ice divided by density of water. V, that total volume of water that is formed, is also equal to mass of ice divided by density of water. So that means Vi, it is equal to V. So that means this immersed volume, it is equivalent to the volume of water that is formed when ice melts. So when ice melts, it is going to occupy this volume only, the volume of the immersed portion of ice. So that means the level of water is not going to change. Okay, so level of water doesn't change. Level of water in vessel do not change. So next we have this question, an ornament weighing 50 gram in air. Okay, this is 50 gram. 50 gram. 50 gram in air, weighs 46 gram in water. Okay, so it weighs lighter in water because of the upthrust. 50 gram in air, 46 gram in water. Achha. Now this ornament, assuming that some copper is mixed with gold. In the ornament, it is a gold ornament, but some copper is mixed. To prepare the ornament, find the amount of copper. Okay, so you have an ornament of gold ornament with mixed copper, which has a weight of 50 gram in air and 46 gram in water. So we have to find the amount of copper in it, how much copper is mixed with gold. Okay, very interesting question. Specific gravity of copper is given 10, specific gravity of gold is given to be 20. Okay, so to solve such questions, see, we have a new term called specific gravity. Specific gravity, it is denoted by the symbol Sg. Okay, now this specific gravity, it is also called relative density. Relative density. See, both are same. Specific gravity or relative density, they are same. Now what is this? This is equal to relative density, specific gravity or relative density of a substance. Of a substance like gold, silver. Okay, so it is equal to density of substance whose relative density you are defining this substance. Density of substance divided by density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Okay. So this is how this relative density or specific gravity is defined. See, it is called a relative density because we are defining the density of substance in relation to density of water. But this condition is important, density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Now, density of water at 4 degrees Celsius is 1 gram per centimeter cube. 1 gram per centimeter cube in CGS system. So, in CGS system, we can say that specific gravity is numerically equal to density of substance. Okay, so that means for a substance whose density is 4 gram per centimeter cube, its specific gravity will be equal to 4. Specific gravity, it will be a dimensionless quantity because this is density and this is also density. Okay. So in SI system, this quantity will be multiplied by 10 power 3. But otherwise in CGS system, if a substance has a density of 4 gram per centimeter cube, its specific gravity will be 4. So numerically, specific gravity will be equal to the density of the substance in CGS system. Okay. So this SG, specific gravity, it is equal to density in CGS system. In CGS system. But it is equal means numerically equal. Okay. Numerically, because specific gravity is a different concept, density is a different concept. Density is mass per unit volume. But specific gravity is ratio of density of substance divided by density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. So numerically in CGS system, specific gravity and density, they will be equal. Okay. So now basically we have understood the term what is specific gravity, and we have already seen the concept of this Archimedes principle. So based on all those knowledge, we are going to solve this problem. Okay. Now here, if we take the mass of copper to be m, okay, then mass of gold, it will be equal to 50 minus m. 50 minus m, if 50 is the total mass. We have to find the amount of copper, so I have taken this amount to be m. Okay, so this is the quantity we have to find. Correct? So volume of copper, it will be equal to mass of copper divided by density of copper. Similarly, volume of gold, so volume of gold, it will be equal to mass of gold divided by density of gold. Okay. Now, if we are using CGS system, we can replace density with specific gravity. Now, specific gravity of copper is 10. So, this is 10. This is 20. So, decrease in weight, it is equal to the upthrust. Why the weight is decreasing? Weight is decreasing because of the upthrust. So decrease in weight is how much? In air it is 50, in water it is 46. So 50 minus 46, it is equal to the upthrust. So upthrust will be volume of copper plus volume of gold, density of water into G. But we are solving this quantity in CGS system, so obviously this term will be 1. Decrease in weight, this is into G. Okay. So see, I have not converted G in, I have not written G, unit of G actually. These terms are in CGS, so obviously this G is also in CGS. But it doesn't matter because again G is going to be cancelled. Okay. So this is how much? This is 4. It is equal to, so VCU is m by 10. This is plus 50 minus m by 20. Okay. So this is 20 twice m plus 50 minus m. So simplifying this, we have 80. It is equal to m plus 50, or m is equal to 30. So that means the amount of copper will be, mass of copper is m. So that means this is the amount of copper. So in this ornament which has a weight of 50 gram, copper is 30 gram and gold is only 20 gram.